Hello, hello, good morning, good morning. I am here. I have last week's goals. I am ready to do this. How are you? Do you have coffee? I left my coffee downstairs, so I have no coffee. I have a big sad face now. We are going to be doing some goal setting this morning. This is our weekly goal setting. I've got my goals from last week here. We are just going to be getting some things in order. And then we're going to be setting new next week's goals. So, I love to audit my progress before we go on. I've got it here from last week. If you want a copy of this principle, then by all means, the link is down below in the description. So you can definitely get yourself a copy of this. It's free. There are no obligations. It has both for the month. That's just what I'm flipping through right now. And it has for the weekly goal setting as well. So we're looking at last week's goals. This was my content, or these were, no, these weren't my content goals. Were these? No, these were my content goals for the week before. We're going to put those aside because we already did those. Those were all working. This week, I wanted to focus on editing and posting my unboxing video. And I wanted to focus on more experimentation with the Ivy Lee method. We can talk a little bit more about that as we go on. I've got my pen. We're going to work on some new goals this week. And I'm going to use Ivy Lee again because, spoiler alert, it worked really well for me. This week was a little bit more of a chaotic week, so it was a better test, but it still worked very well. And I'm still on track. I haven't finished all of my stuff like I did super early last week. Um, but that was a little bit of a different situation because there was something I really wanted last week. So we like shot through those goals like nobody's business. Um, and this week I just had a little bit more chaos because of everything that I focused down in order to have the time to do what I wanted to do last week. So last week was the release of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It happened on the 29th. It was the day before I did the live stream. I have been waiting for this game like my entire life. So all I wanted to do all day and all weekend was to play that game. It came out on Thursday. Friday, I wanted to do the live stream and play the game. That's all I wanted to do. And all weekend, that's all I wanted to do. So I wanted the entire 4 days to do nothing but just completely immerse myself in the land of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. And I did it, and it was amazing. So that's why I got all of my goals done so early last week. And I was, again, like if you watched last week's live stream, I was just completely shocked at how well I got everything done. This week was a little bit more chaotic. I had a lot more stuff going on, so I didn't get to focus everything down, but I'm still on track to get there. So yeah, so that's that. Everybody has one of those moments where they're just like, I need 4 uninterrupted days to just play video games and nothing else. And that's what I wanted in life, and that's what I did. So the accomplishing and the work all had to be done at the beginning of the week in order to make that happen. Um, so were my goals last week? I wanted to edit and post an unboxing video. I believe I did that. I believe it went up. And I had the Ivy Lee method that I had 6 things, and I've got those in my planner. I'm gonna pull those out, and we're gonna take a look at those. Did I just drop my pen? Yes. I'm sorry if that scared anyone because it happened off screen. So was I able to balance my schedule this week? Yes, it was just like I said, it was just a little bit more chaotic, but it was also probably because I didn't do a lot of things that I normally do, like on the weekend, like my Sunday reset, where I like do laundry and, do change like my sheets and like just have that whole day of just setting up for the week because I was gaming. I'm just gonna be completely honest with you. I was a complete gaming degenerate, and I love it. No regrets. Um, how many were you able to complete? about halfway through my Ivy Lee method list, and we'll take a peek at that. Here, let me pull that out. So here's my planner. Ivy Lee. And here we go. So I was able to write my 2 guest posts that for this site. Um, these two, I had to put a little highlight because they're actually a little bit of a asterisk. They will get done by the weekend, but I have something special that I need to do with them. And then my 2 podcast episodes that I want, which are both about productivity and procrastinating. They are, I just have to edit the one and I just have to, I've already scripted the other one and I can edit, I can, and then I can record and edit that one. So there, I'm still on track to do it. I just have I have 3 videos I have to edit this weekend, but after I have a couple of things that I have to do today, and then I have just nothing but editing to do. So those will be out. So take a peek for a new video out on Tuesday. Tuesday, I think it's going to go out. So, was I able to balance the schedule? Yes, I had a little bit more things I had to do this week, so it was a little bit heavier life-wise, but I still got everything that I'm still on track and I still got most of what I needed to do done. How many were you able to complete? As of right now, I'm halfway through my list, but my week restarts on Monday. So Sunday, by the end of Sunday, I should be able to get everything done. If I don't, I will definitely update you. Um, where did you find yourself falling short? Um, again, last week I really took the last 4 days off. So I didn't set myself up for success like I normally do on the weekend where I get everything ready for the week. Um, I just wanted to do nothing. So that's probably how I could have been more successful, but I didn't fall short. So I'm still happy with my progress this week. It's just that it was compared to last week where I had such a high and such a stellar week. That's kind of the difference. So even though I was successful in keeping my schedule this week, it feels like a pullback because I did so great last week. But I need to remember that just because I did crazy amazing last week, that staying on track and doing what I want to get done this week and just meeting expectations this week is still good. It's still a win. It's still a success. I'm not failing just because I didn't like completely knock it out of the park by Wednesday. So what worked? Same thing, time blocking and using the Ivy Lee method. I think I mentioned last time that I've been using motion to help me time block, and it does help so much in that it takes a lot of the emotional heavy the mental and emotional heavy lifting out of trying to make decisions on what I'm going to work on in a moment. I just schedule blocks for what I have to get done, what I like need to work on, and it will go through and it'll prioritize the tasks that I have repeating that I have to work on regularly in the background and then slot those in. So that was awesome. So that really worked. What went wrong? I did have some interruptions again, always, and focus issues. So that's actually still, but that's life. That's going to be all of the time. I had a lot of interruptions this week and it's just something that happens. I also went about 4 straight days with no sleep, but that's just what happens when you have a baby, which I do now. So that also definitely slowed me down. I could have knocked out a couple more projects yesterday afternoon, but to be completely honest with you, I chose to take a nap and I felt so much better for it. And today I feel so much better just trying to catch up on some of that sleep. That today I really feel like I can actually be productive and I don't feel like I am slogging through like I did for a lot of this week. Nothing was avoidable, but nothing really went wrong. Will I do it again? Yes, I'm going to continue to use these 2 strategies to help me really focus down my goals. Yeah. see if I can recreate my success. So I'm going to do it for one more week before I start messing with it again. Okay, so here we go. That was last week's. Okay, so finish my content creation list. That was my content creation list. You did see. Make a study plan. I did, and study for 6 hours. I have studied for about 3 so far, but this is something that I'm going to change. And so, ooh, I get a macchiato and a pastry, which I totally forgot about. I'm going to have to work that in. I have to go get my nails done next week. So I will do that when I go get my nails done. Okay, so now we get to make our goals for the upcoming week. So let's put this aside. Now, the reason I didn't fill this out this week is because I'm just going to put my goals straight onto, oh, sorry, the Ivy Lee method. I'm always playing with sticky notes. I wanted to see how transparent this one is. This one's not quite as transparent as the ones for my last unboxing, even though it says that they're transparent. But that's a whole other situation. It's a whole other nothing burger story. We're not even going to get into that because it's not even really an issue. Okay. So I am going to look at my content creation goals first. So first task, I'm gonna proof 2 blog posts. That's what we will do there. And let me look at my where are ooh, I have a new series coming. I'm really excited about it. I need to edit. So sneak peek, because this is where I am that whole like loose lips sinks ships thing. This is where all of the secrets come out. So if you ever want to know the secret, this is where it comes out. So Philo videos. I am starting to create a video series, almost like a mini docu-series about phylogeny, the phylogenetic tree. I absolutely love and adore this. And I want to start expanding a little bit on my content. And this is something that I am absolutely obsessed with. Um, I don't know, like it's the tree of life, so it encompasses all living things. I'm super super excited about it. I could talk about it for years and hours and forever. So I'm going to just put it at that. I'm going to start doing a video series about it because I just want to expand on some things that we talk about. We talk so much about how to study and how to stay organized, and I have a couple of series planned out. I'm only going to tackle them one at a time. So if this is not your major, I'm so sorry. Maybe we will get to something that you are majoring in, but I want to do one on. I was a science major, so I love the sciences, but I also love a lot of history and stuff like that. So I want to start doing some series on just the different topics that I studied and that I loved. I was a bio major, so phylogeny, parasitology, physiology was my major. I want to start doing some educational series about those that can help, and hopefully it can break down some of the concepts that you guys will actually encounter in your education, or maybe you will just find it interesting like I do. So I'm going to be starting these series because I don't have enough on my plate already. I need to fill it up some more. And I've already started to outline and script this series, and it's very ambitious. I'm very, very excited about it, and I cannot wait to actually do it. So, this is something that I've been planning. If you've been around the channel, I've been planning this for absolutely ever, absolutely forever. Um, but I keep putting it on the back burner, and I keep putting it on the back burner for a lot of reasons because it's a very intimidating project is probably the biggest reason, and so I find reasons to procrastinate on it, and I find reasons to make excuses for myself to not do it. Um, which funny thing, this week's podcast episode is all about procrastination. So you guys can really, really see that everybody struggles with it, even though I like to believe that I am um, excellent at time management and procrastination and, trying to not fall into the trap of executive dysfunction. It happens to all of us. But I have finally decided I am going to do this. I want to do this for me, for fun, and for the learning experience and the refresher experience, just as much as I want to do it to, share it with you guys. This is something that I'm super passionate about, and I hope that you guys will be interested to learn about it too. So I've already got the intro scripted. It took me forever to decide on a format and going forward. So I want to actually record and edit and schedule it and put it up there so that I have to take the next step and start actually sharing sharing that tree of life with you guys. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm starting with Philo, with the phylogenetic tree, and I'm thinking I'm probably going to be doing maybe some chemistry after that, because when I tell you that I adore the lore of chemistry and all of the tea behind some of the people who brought you things that like we just take for granted now, like all of the tea and the drama. Like, you think YouTube drama is bad? Wait until you hear about the drama surrounding just the creation of the periodic table. And anyways, we're not going to get into that tea because I love to sip some tea, some history tea. Um, and we will be talking about that as it comes along. So I want to make it a goal for me to record and edit and schedule that Philo tree. I don't know when it's going to be scheduled yet, but I'm going to have it scheduled so that it'll probably be starting within the next month or so, maybe. Maybe I'll have a better update for you guys later. Okay, what else was I working on? Let me go and see because I have to see what else I scripted. Okay, so unleashing my most productive self. I've already scripted that. That one is, I think, next week's podcast. No, the week after. The week after. Let's do. Now you get to see in real time how I work out my content calendar. You're seeing it in real time. Okay, so the next couple of podcasts are going to be for do. No, let's not do that one. Let's do imposter syndrome. And let's do two podcast episodes. We'll do two. What did we have last week? Okay, so now how I said I was going to be changing my study schedule, that is what we're going to be doing today. I am going to use this number 4 slot And I am switching my study schedule from doing 6 hours, which is about 2 hours a day, to doing 10 questions a day, 10 correct questions in a row. So if you don't know, I'm studying for my GMAT, and because we are going to be going to B school. And so that's how I have been studying, where I do 10 questions. If I get them all right, then I am done studying for the day. If I do not get them all right, then I keep going until I get 10 in a row. So that's how I've been studying this week. And I like it because it rewards me for getting them right sooner. And then I study longer if I get them wrong. So right now I am doing math questions, and I love math, so it's fine. So that's what we're gonna do. Um, hmm. These are already quite a bit. This is proofreading 2 blog posts and editing 3 videos. So that's already quite a bit. I think I'm going to leave it there, especially given that I have to do these other editing videos, and we'll see, because I have to leave time to see if I have to edit these other videos or not next week. So, um, I need to get my nails done next week, so that will be my reward, is getting my nails done. So let's bring my girl over. If you have not met her yet, this is my planner. Isn't she gorgeous? So I am side story. These blog posts, I am helping a friend of mine start a blog. And so I have been trying to share some of my expertise with them. Um, and so that's been a big project that I've been working on. All right. So to do. My goal is complete. Okay, so I need to complete my Ivy Lee list. I have another, and that is going to be, if you also don't know, I am the executive director of a nonprofit. It's called the Junior Black Achievement Awards. And they're having an event next weekend on the 17th. So I need to finish promotion, and program for the speech competition. There we go. It's my to-do list. And there we go, Patrick. And let's not forget to also put you guys in my list. Okay, so my goal or my, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So I will be back here next week, Friday afternoon, to see how I did on my Ivy Lee method list. We're going to put this here because I am not done last week's and I don't want to move it over yet until I finish those goals. So here we are. I want to know your goals. If you could please kindly leave them down below in the description so that we can have some accountability and share them together. Otherwise, we are doing good. We got our girl here. We're gonna close this up. And yeah, I also want to know what your reward is for completing all of your goals. So, if you could kindly also leave those down in the description. But that's all we have for today. Um, yeah, I feel like I'm missing something. I don't know if I promised something this week that I should have. Oh, I think I was promising at one point I was going to do um a full video of how I plan my week, but we're not gonna do that just yet because with me starting the Ivy Lee method, I don't know if that's gonna change. Um, I have a long list of to-dos that I just don't want to write on screen right now. It's pretty long, but that's everything for today. Um, yeah, I'll see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. And until then, I hope you have an amazing adventure.